Hey everyone, my name's Matt and welcome back to the channel. Well, it's finally feeling like fall around here. The real nice stretch of warm sunny weather we had, it's gone. Last couple days have been a little bit drizzly rain, much needed I will say, but nonetheless farm chores are still continued on. We moved the 100 batch of broiler chickens out here to this one pasture box. I was gonna split them up, but that other pasture box has 4 birds in it that we didn't butcher from the previous video. So for right now, we have the 100 in this box. When that box becomes available and we get those 4 butchered, then I'll take half out of here, put those in there, and we should be good to go. The pigs are gone. They loaded up on the trailer just as I was expecting them to, and I hauled them off to freezer camp, and that's it for pigs. And I'll be honest with you, every time an animal leaves a farm, it always feels different. You kind of miss them in a way. At certain times they can be a real pain and you know what, but in the end, when they're not around anymore, it does feel different around here. So before winter sets in, we're gonna get this area cleaned up and kind of leveled out a little bit, get it ready for next year's pigs. In the last video, you probably noticed I changed up feeding methods for feeding out green chop here on the farm. Before I was pulling it off of the wagon, loading it up with a bucket of New Holland and putting it in the round bale feeder and feeding it out that way. Well, I wanted to feed it off the wagon and go back to doing it that route. When I first started green chopping 3 years ago or so, that's the way I did it originally. Like I said before, it's been raining the last 2 days, so I put a round bale out yesterday because I can't green chop when it's raining out. But with a nice breeze and very little chance of rain today, hopefully we'll be able to get out here and green chop a little bit later on this afternoon and start feeding them the green stuff again. Well, that's enough of me yakking. Let's get to work. I got a couple things to get done yet today. Well, if there's one thing I learned, that broiler box is not big enough for 100 birds. If I'm ever to run that many birds at the same time again, I need another box. Well, see, as we're done with this for the year, we might as well get some of this picked up. You know, I've always expected to open this box up one time and find a snake in there. If you really want to hear me scream, that's a good way of doing it. I don't like snakes so much. Well, let's see if this has any click left in it. I hear it, but it doesn't last long. It's trying to rain again out here. A couple sprinkles in the air. We'll leave this handy somewhere. Right there looks good. Every farm has an area that collects everything, right? Well, this happens to be my area. Well, I was right. I only had to fill this at one last time, and right now it's about a quarter full. Let's go check Logan's pumpkins, see how they're doing. Well, it looks like most of the plants are starting to die off, the leaves are starting to die, and it's really starting to reveal the amount of pumpkins that are out here. And I gotta tell you, he's got some nice looking stuff out here. So he's gonna be busy here in the very near future getting all these picked out of here. This is Logan's pumpkin stand. He's been doing pretty good over here. It's been over here since, I believe, last Friday. So it's been 5 days. And he's had a few days of sales over here. So where we are is a family friend of ours. She's been gracious enough to let Logan put his pumpkin stand over here this year. I also used to sell pumpkins over here and always did fairly well. And Logan is following suit so far this year. But judging by what I see, it looks like he's gonna have to restock the stand here pretty quick. Well, we're gonna end up the video here in the shop where it's not raining and the wind's not blowing, and the worst I got to deal with is a little bit of a flickering light once in a while. So I got something that's been on my mind for the last couple weeks that I wanna talk about. I'm gonna try not to make this too long-winded, so bear with me a little bit. Over the last few weeks, I feel like it's been a little bit harder and harder to get some videos out, mostly because of a time restraint. I've been pretty open about leaving my job in March as a full-time mechanic to put more emphasis into the farm. Well, what I haven't really talked about was the fact that I took on a part-time job as a school bus driver, and I really enjoy that. One of the main reasons I did that was to continue my state retirement that I started with my county, is also the same state retirement that I get with the school bus driving. Setting myself up for the future down the road when I get older in life and the farm slows down, or God forbid I physically can't even farm, at least I got something. So what I'm getting at is I didn't film anything with the pigs and I didn't film anything with the broiler chickens, moving them out the pasture box because of time. That short window only allocates me a certain amount of time to get jobs done. And I can't get some of those jobs done by setting up the camera and talking and whatever. Then it comes to the editing part of it, and I feel like there's other things that are slacking because I'm spending time on the computer editing videos when I should be doing other stuff. There has been a few times where I've thought about kind of giving up this YouTube thing and just worry about what's going on here. And what keeps me going is you, the viewers. When I'm out in public and I see somebody that I may or may not know somewhere say, hey, I watched one of your videos and I like what you're doing, and or I'm still watching your videos. That makes you feel good. It's like, yeah, at least somebody's watching and enjoying what I'm up to. And the more and more you hear that from people that you don't expect to hear it from, that's the driving force. And I'm going to continue to make videos. As to the extent of how many videos a week, that's to be determined. I'm not going to have a set schedule at this point. When a video is ready to go out, it'll go out. It may be 1 a week, might be 2 a week. If I can fit 3 a week in, great. There's times I might be able to do that. But naturally, we're getting into the winding down process of our farm for the year. This stuff, tractor work's about done. The only thing I'm doing is green chopping. And I could go out and make a video every day about green chopping, but I pretty well guaranteed that'd get boring after a while and everybody get tired of watching green chopping videos all the time. So I try to mix it up, try to keep people interested into what we're doing. So that way, next time a Cobb Hill Farms video comes out, I'll be like, oh, I wonder what this one's about today. So not just the same old, same old. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like our channel, as always, we ask you to subscribe. We hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.